Legal mistakes cost me $15,000 in my first year of business. One handshake deal, one missed filing, and suddenly I was drowning in lawyer fees. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to protect yourself from day one, without spending thousands on attorneys. First mistake? I operated as a sole proprietor. Here's why that almost destroyed my personal credit. When you start a business, you need to choose a structure immediately. Most people default to sole proprietorship because it's easy. You literally do nothing. But here's the problem, there's no separation between you and your business. If your business gets sued, they can take your house, your car, your savings. I learned this when a client threatened to sue. My lawyer told me everything I owned was at risk. I filed for an LLC the next week. Here's what you need to know, an LLC creates a legal barrier. Your personal assets are protected. Yes, it costs $100 to $500 to file depending on your state. But compare that to losing everything. S-Corp are for higher earners, they save on taxes but require more paperwork. C-Corp are for companies seeking major investment. For 90% of you watching, an LLC is your best starting point. Minute 2, the handshake deal that cost me $8,000. Never again. I had a client who loved my work. We agreed on everything verbally. I delivered the project, sent the invoice for $8,000, and he ghosted me. No contract meant I had no legal leg to stand on. Every business relationship needs a written contract. Every single one. Here's what must be in your contracts: scope of work, exactly what you're delivering. Payment terms, when, how much, and what happens if they don't pay. Termination clause, how either party can exit. And liability limitations, what you're not responsible for. You don't need a $2,000 lawyer for basic contracts. Websites like LegalZoom or Rocket Lawyer have templates for $50 to $200. Have a lawyer review it once, then use it as your template. One more thing, always get deposits. 30 to 50% up front. This protects you from clients who disappear. Third thing, I almost lost my business name to a competitor. Here's how to make sure that never happens to you. 6 months in, I got a cease and desist letter. Someone trademarked a name similar to mine, and suddenly my entire brand was at risk. Intellectual property seems complicated, but it breaks down into 3 things. Trademarks protect your business name and logo. File with the U.S. TO. It costs $250 to $350 and takes about 8 months. Do this before you print business cards or build a website. Copyrights protect your creative work, your content, designs, writing. Good news, copyright exists automatically when you create something. But registering gives you stronger legal protection if someone steals your work. It costs $65. Trade secrets are your confidential business info, client lists, unique processes. Protect these with NDAs. Non-disclosure agreements should be signed by any employee or contractor who gets access to sensitive information. Don't skip these because you're small. Protecting your IP early prevents expensive lawsuits later. Fourth, insurance saved me from bankruptcy. Most entrepreneurs skip this entirely, huge mistake. Fourth, insurance saved me from bankruptcy. Most entrepreneurs skip this entirely, huge mistake. A client slipped in my office. Broke their wrist. They sued for medical bills and damages. Without insurance, I would have been finished. My general liability policy covered everything. Here's your insurance priority list. General liability insurance covers customer injuries and property damage. If you interact with clients in person or on their property, this is non-negotiable. Costs $400 to $600 per year for basic coverage. Professional liability, also called errors and omissions, covers mistakes in your work. If you're a consultant, designer, or service provider, you need this. A claim could be tens of thousands. Insurance costs $500 to $1,000 annually. If you have employees, workers' compensation insurance is legally required in most states. It covers their injuries on the job. And if your business depends on you staying healthy, disability insurance protects your income if you can't work. I know insurance feels like throwing money away until you need it. But one lawsuit without coverage will destroy everything you built. The 3 things you need to do this week to protect your business legally. Look, I get it. Legal stuff is boring and feels expensive. But you know what's more expensive? Lawsuits, fines, and losing everything because you skipped the basics. This week, do these 3 things. 1. Choose your business structure and file the paperwork. Start with an LLC if you're unsure. 2. Create a contract template. Use a legal website, get it reviewed, and never work without one again. 3. Get a general liability insurance quote. Just having it will help you sleep better. The $15,000 I lost taught me that legal protection isn't optional, it's the foundation of a real business. Don't learn this lesson the expensive way like I did. If this saved you from a costly mistake, hit subscribe. I post real business advice every week. No fluff, just what actually works. Drop a comment telling me which legal step you're taking first, and I'll respond to everyone. Protect yourself. Build smart. I'll see you in the next video.